Hello everyone, this is Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning April 10th, 2017. For this week, I'm going to be using the Messages from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and of course pulling that crystal card from the Healing Crystal Oracle cards deck by Rochelle Sharman. And if you would like a personal reading with me, just go to my website at angelsouls444.com, the services page. Please be sure that you submit the submission form, because that is what is holding your place in line. If you don't submit that, I don't know that you're in line for a reading, and then I just keep going. All right. And I will advise you too, I have some travel coming up for Easter. And please don't let that hold you up from putting your reading requests in. I work it out around travel, so it's all good. Sometimes I'll even do the readings, personal readings, while I'm traveling. But yeah, if I'm, out and about and you come back later and you say, hey, I had this 1 hour reading that I paid for 3 weeks ago, you didn't submit the form, I may not be able to get to you right away. Okay, so just to keep everything streamlined and to keep it fair, please make sure you fill out that submission form. That you get guided back to that after you pay for your reading. If you don't see it, no problem. You can just go to the Thank You tab on my website and fill it out through there. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I'll leave all that information down below. And of course, we still have courses, the year overview, and I guess we're out of March now. I wasn't doing the extra reading, so it'd be more for if you want to go to Gumroad for the courses and the year overview. Okay, cool. So let's get into it here. Just gonna clear out this deck and let's see what is going on for us. All right. There we go. Maybe one more. Good. Good, good, good. Things are falling into place. It's not going to be perfect. Life is not going to be perfect. As soon as we learn that and let it go, the happier we will be. Archangel Uriel. This is powerful. Let me tell you why this is powerful. Uriel, number one, is I feel like is always kind of buzzing around us, but we often don't acknowledge him. And Uriel helps you understand what your purpose is. What is the meaning of your life? Not just what career am I supposed to be doing, not stuff like that, but why did God make me? Why am I here? Right? So that is very, very cool. And Uriel also helps you get into your higher wisdom. All right. For those of you who connect to Uriel, he is all the angels are beloved, but he is definitely one of them that people love. Guidance coming to you guys. Yeah, heaven never forgot you. And it's important for you guys to know that. 1 second here. One more card. Okay. All right. So in this whole deck, there are 4 Archangel cards. We have 2 of them here. And I think that's amazing. All right. So let's get into it here. Archangel Uriel. I have this little friend who came in one day when I opened my door. This little tiny little bug, and he's floating around my plants. Anyway, he loves hanging out. Anyway, so first card is Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Now, this is important because we love to get so hung up on, I have a right to be angry. And there could be frustrations in your life, and that's fine. If you want to talk about things, that's good. But a lot of people want to go on the attack, and they don't even know why they're mad, right? So this is sort of, it's coming from fear. And Uriel is stepping forward and saying, it's time to heal the fear. It's time to heal and come to a point of clarity with what's really going on. Now, this isn't going to go into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. This is just saying for yourself, what do you fear? Do you fear being less than powerful? If you were not powerful, what does that mean? If you didn't have control over people, what would that mean for you? If you didn't have this love partner that you're having troubles with, what would that mean for you? These sorts of things. So Uriel is saying, it's time to clean up. I'm actually hearing time to clean up the muck. And I think what Uriel is saying with that is, time to clean up these bad emotions. What is that? Well, I experienced this a couple of weeks ago. So, everybody just wanting to attack because, they don't feel good about what they're feeling. And somehow this week we have to come to a place of acknowledgement and forgiveness, and forgiving ourselves too, and forgiving others, and trying to see the love and the depth of soul in one another. Okay, instead of just seeing surface level things. But if you come to that realization, what else does Uriel help you with? What did we say? Helps you with your soul's path. So now you're unlocking yourself. This is a big week of releasing yourself from these chains of expectation. You should say this. You should be this. I fear this, so don't do that. Okay, don't do that. I have a thing about that, right? Or whatever it is. So when you cleanse all that away, now the road is open. Okay, the road is open, and that in and of itself can cause a little fear. The angels, especially Uriel, is acknowledging that, but you need fear nothing. Okay, everything will make sense for you. Your path is not going to look like somebody else's path. Your opinion may not look like somebody else's opinion, and it's okay, guys. It's okay. All right. So the next card we have is Adriana. I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So the information is coming to you, but again, like the Archangel Uriel card says, your emotions are healing. So now you're in a place where you can kind of go, okay, I don't even know why I got upset about that. You know what? I'm not even sure what made me react in that way. I'm going to let that go now. Okay. And so when that fog can clear, you might even see the hand of an angel coming, being offered to you to it might be metaphorically speaking, but really guiding you towards the answer to your prayers. But here's where it gets tricky. If you're not in trust and in faith, you might be heading down a road and going, whoa, I don't know about this. This doesn't look like what I thought it would. Oh no, kind of thing. And what happens? We sort of hang back, and we all do it. Right? We all don't want to go forward. And they're saying, please trust, please cleanse your heart. So let's all do that this week. Let's really do activities to cleanse our hearts, anything that's hurt us, to release it, to let it go, to acknowledge that it happened. This isn't to, again, to sidestep or pretend it never happened. Or again, if you need to talk about something, go ahead and do it. But, come at it from a place of forgiveness. Right? And don't let yourselves, we've said this before, don't let yourselves be silenced by people who would judge you. Right? So if someone is saying, oh my gosh, this person, they keep talking and talking and talking. Actually, I heard somebody say that's so immature that they keep talking about something that's bothering them. And I remember hearing that and like, what? What? No, it's healthy to get things out. Because that's how you're recognizing it, but understand too that that's a surface level way of dealing with it. But sometimes it's necessary. Okay, so you're letting some of the frustrations flow out and flow away, be transmuted, right? And then you're going to come back in and see if there's any sort of like deeply rooted reason for your emotions, whatever they may be. All right. And then from there, again, we're going to clear the path. The angels you're going to be able to, however it's good for you, you'll either see them through their actions, or, through coincidences, right? There are no coincidences, right? Or through their signs or what have you. Okay. But you're definitely in the flow and in tune if you take this, it's not action. What shall we call it? Because we don't want you to think that you have to push on it, but this acknowledgement, this release, it's a breath away. Spirit and your acknowledgement of spirit is always a breath away. Okay. So the next, we try that again. The next card we have is Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. There's your key to happiness, guys. Right? And it's very easy. We are in such a wound up kind of world right now. Anything that doesn't go our way, if people don't say what we want them to say, again, if they don't act the way we want them to act, if they're not on the same page as me, they're bad. No, that's not true, right? It's not true. And yet we want to go to war with one another over things like that, so on and so forth. I just heard be an amplification of peace. All right. And that it does not come from outside sources. It does not come from trying to control somebody else to be what you want them to be. It only comes from within you. Okay? So where are your discomforts? So as you go through this week, there could be a layer of, man, this is not this is not fun. I don't want to have to acknowledge that. I don't want to have to look at that. And that's okay. As long as whatever you're working through, you come back to a place of peace. All right? That's where your happiness is. That's where your joy is. And as an amplifier of peace, when you are embodying that, it radiates out. Okay? So Archangel Gabriel. I'm going to read the card, then we're going to talk about this. Because this came up, I just recorded the May, I had to do them ahead of time. The May 2017 readings, which I'll have to get those edited and up. But this came up for a couple of signs. So, Archangel Gabriel, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So, if that, just as it is, if that message means something to you, wonderful. Please check in with your ego and make sure, am I excited because of my ego? Or am I feeling good about this because it does feel like it's part of my soul's path? Very, very big distinction there. Okay? Well, how do I know if it's my ego? When you feel better than others, when you feel, yes, I'm finally going to be rich, it'll feel off. It'll feel off. It won't feel like pure joy. Okay? Now, the Archangel Gabriel card, and when this comes up, this could be you communicating with yourself, getting real with yourself, self-nurturance. Okay? This could be healing your sacral chakra. Again, creating the kind of life that you want. But as I pointed out in a couple of the May readings, Gabriel comes forward with great news. Gabriel comes forward and says, be not afraid. You are special to God. Be not afraid. You are worthy. And this is what God wants you to do. Now, if some of you are sitting there going, Annunciation? Me? No? Huh? It may not be as grandiose as that, but definitely news is coming. And it may not come for what you think it is. And there are people who watch my videos who still do cling to the surface level of things, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's where you are, that's fantastic. Good job. But I would ask for you this week, okay, to just try to, take the surface and go, let's just set it over there for a second, and let's go a little bit deeper, okay? This could, pronouncement of the soul. I don't know what that means. Pronouncement of the soul. There's something deeper coming forward for you. Okay? And it may not have anything to do with you figuring out your human existence. Now, we do have Uriel there. He's there to help you with that part. Okay? Gabriel may be coming forward to help you understand how loved you are. Gabriel might be coming forward to... Okay, this is going to be a hard one. Not coming forward to save you necessarily. They want you to save yourselves, okay? But to come forward and to give you a glimpse of light, a glimpse of something that makes you believe on a deeper level. And we'll leave it at that, because if we go beyond that sort of explanation, because the experiences are going to be so varied, I don't want to plant seeds of suggestion here. So let me just clear that out. And let's get a crystal card. Got things floating off my cards here. Okay. So many things. All right. Yes, it's time for a deeper connection. Not all needs to be dictated by third dimensional reality. Okay. There's a grander universe. All right. Our crystal card for this week is, drum roll please. All right. It is Moonstone Cycles. All right. So, you're going through a cycle of your life right now. Now, Moonstone obviously is with the moon. When there is a full moon, that is a release. There is introspection. This is Archangel Haniel kind of energy. But this is recognizing, again, the cycles of our evolution, cycles of our spiritual growth. There are times that you're going to feel more connected and other times you don't. That's why I'm saying if you're somebody who just kind of is focusing on the surface level of your life right now, that's okay. You're going through a cycle right now. Humans are going through a cycle. We're about to end a very, very long cycle. What does that mean? Let me point out that, first of all, the archangels and the angels really have no gender. But we as humans, we're duality consciousness. So because we're all split and everything, in order for us to understand these beings, we often assign gender to them. Now, the male way of spelling Gabriel is with, no extra LE at the end of it. Look at how this is spelled on this card. It's the feminine spelling. Now, Gabriel is the one archangel that some people do interpret as being female. Whatever. Fine. But it's interesting that it has sort of the feminine spelling there, and the moon is very, very feminine energy. So we're coming out of this very heavy divine masculine or masculine dominated kind of energy, and we're coming more into our divine feminine. So you're being asked to get acclimated to that. We're coming into that kind of approach. So people might be tuning more into their emotions. People might be tuning more into their psychic abilities. Okay, and it's not going to be so centered on accomplish, but more on, give it to me again. They're giving it to me in feeling. I don't know how I can describe it. Communal respect, that just came up. But you know what I'm saying here, like taking like the less action oriented and more receptive sort of oriented approach to things. So let me take that in. Let me see what that is. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. I'm going to tune into my gut instincts here. Intuition again, coming from a more intuitive place, and then making decisions based on that. Okay, but again, just like for individuals, understanding that like you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, and it's okay. Some days, like we were saying before, you might not feel so connected to the divine. Maybe you're ticked off about something. Maybe you had a bad day. It's all right. It really is okay. They're never going to leave you. God is not going to leave you. God, you are of God. Okay, so you're good, right? Whenever you're ready, you can come on back. But again, this Gabriel card here, and the Uriel card is very profound too. But with this Gabriel card, it's some big proclamation. It's something very soul level and very deep, and it is life altering. It is a discovery, a deep soul level discovery that really shifts everything on the surface. And that's why you should never get too hung up on what's happening on the surface, because it is going to change. Okay, so at any rate, there it is, guys. Have a beautiful week, and of course I am sending you so much love. Take care.